What's going on? You guys hungry or something? Apparently the hard food keeps you fuller longer. The wet food situation is just like gone. All right. What? Hang on, we're gonna mix this up. This is getting tricky. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. That was not a great sleep last night. I just couldn't fall asleep. I fell asleep at about 8 o'clock for about 45 minutes. I just could not keep my eyes open. And then, I don't know, something kind of woke me up. It wasn't a deep sleep, more like a little nap. Or a cat nap, if you will. And then I got up and I did some editing. I had mac and cheese for dinner. Too cold, didn't cook on the fire. Just enjoyed it for a little bit. But anyways, then I got up after that 45-minute nap. I did some editing, and then by the time I went try to go back to sleep, I think it was that nap that just totally messed me up. So it was a struggle. I was up again, editing. I think it was part and parcel that nap, but also just how excited I was to edit the footage that I captured while I was out here. I'll tell you, switching these guys to exclusive wet food, not great, so I'm gonna have to really combine the two between wet and hard. Sorry, I left the spoon in your way. Stop. My bad. Well, the universe is forcing me to clean my cooler now, which is gonna be interesting because it's a rock solid ice block on the bottom, but I just opened it up to get my coffee creamer that we just picked up, and it was like this with the spout open, of course. Coffee creamer all over the inside. Oh yeah, bunch on my thing of yogurt, and oh gosh, it's so sticky. You know what? I'll take a little spilled creamer over a broken diesel heater any day. It's more upsetting that I'm now basically out of creamer and I've only had like 2 cups of coffee. You'd think I would be out normally that way with the way I drink the creamer, but no, come on. I at least get 3 or 4 cups out of it. Oh, it's just, oh, it's everywhere. Baby wipes to the rescue. No. Don't go near my coffee. I don't want you to be shedding into my coffee. It'd be no good for anybody. Well, we're here. Ta-ta. My coffee. You eat your food. I drink my coffee. This is one of those things in van life where I would imagine some people would have a hard time wrapping their brain around, like washing your face with a baby wipe, cleaning your armpits with a baby wipe. I don't know. I think it's just one of those things you can adjust to. I was fine for me. I didn't give a crap. Less horrible chemicals I'm putting on my face, the better. But, I mean, let's get serious. Who knows how many chemicals or not chemicals are in there. It says fragrance-free, and then it's 99% water. The other 1% is probably death. Oh, I just had a feeling. All right, that's okay. You know what? This place is huge. We got pissed with me right now for letting that site go. It's okay. We'll find another one. That was upsetting. So I found that with my diesel and the jerry can situation that I have going on right now until we get a bigger tank, these leather gloves are really nice to use. They're like my diesel gloves. And I just put a pair of disposable gloves on first because these actually don't keep diesel out completely. But I also found myself just using these, number one, in the winter, really cold. Your hand gets really cold in just this little glove when you're filling up. And number two, I'd have to throw these out every time because they just get covered in diesel when you're grabbing the pour spout and everything. So that's my solution. It seems to be working really well. And then these ones I can just take off and kind of keep them tucked down here and I can reuse them. Not that anybody asked. No, you stay over here. Penny, see, she doesn't, yeah, and that's how she's gonna get out of it. Watch this, escape proof my butt. She backs up until she's out. Penny, look at that, unbelievable. Rabbit goo, your harness is stink. Hey, sweetie. So if anybody knows of an actual escape proof harness, that would be great because she does that every time. She just gets taut on the line, backs up that booty, and she out. And I haven't been able to find a harness that works for her. If I'm holding it and she's going around, it's fine because then I can control how tight the line is, right? But she doesn't walk on it the best. She's kind of a, how can I put this? Schizophrenic, crazy person when it comes to walking on a leash. It's probably a bad description. Lord, these people had like 3 popcorns. Nobody needs that much popcorn. Not in one go. Guess we'll see just how durable this cooler is. Maybe I can get the fire to thaw some of it without burning my cooler. I've never really talked about my cooler, and I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I guess that's something that some people might want to know when it comes to like refrigeration of food and whatnot in the van. And of course I looked at 12-volt refrigerators and whatnot, but number one, there was no way because they are too expensive. Number two, I don't really have a space. The way I built Lucky, I don't know, I'd probably have to redesign the interior a bit to accommodate one. And number three, it's one less concern because there's one less thing drawing on my house battery. You know what I mean? I know that those refrigerators use very little, but when I'm combating, you know, minus 30 degrees and I got to keep that diesel heater running and chugging away, I'd rather my resources be going to keeping me warm than keeping food cold, because I'm I was about to say I'm not a picky eater. I'm a very picky eater. Huge, massive, probably the most pickiest person you'll ever meet. I was the kid that at Thanksgiving, we'd have the entire meal, like it'd be either my aunt or my mom or my grandmother would cook this feast, the turkey, the cranberries, the stuff in the potatoes, the turnips, the whatever else. And I would have a can of Chef Boyardee. And another example is like, I don't like tomatoes, like fresh cut tomatoes on hamburgers and stuff like that, or in salads. You can keep that, but I love salsa and ketchup. I know ketchup's basically just like sugar paste, but still. So this little cooler's been working out quite well for me. It's the smallest version. The company's White Rock, and I think in my opinion, on the whole, it's very similar to Yeti. That's what a lot of people use. That's probably what a lot of my American viewers are familiar with and possibly use themselves. I knew I wanted something a little higher grade. I used birthday money to buy this as opposed to going with like a cheap cooler. I probably shouldn't be doing like a review on it because I haven't had it through the summer, but it's been working great in the winter where I keep it near the door of Lucky, and the ice that I put in has turned into a block of ice because we had a nice temperature day. It melted down to water, and then the temperatures plummeted, and now I just got like this block of ice at the bottom. I probably can't even get the drain plug off. No. But to my knowledge, I discovered White Rock on the Sezzle app, which is a payment plan app or whatever. They just happened to pop up on there, and then I followed them on Instagram. And then I ended up actually purchasing my cooler from Woody's RV World in Calgary. They had them on hand, which I thought was really cool. I thought it would have to be an online purchase. But no, hang on, there's that coffee creamer. Such a shame. The big reason I started looking at White Rock is because, as far as I can tell, they're local, right? They're made in Canada. Actually, their headquarters is in Alberta, in a place called St. Albert, which is just a little kind of town outside of Edmonton. And they had cool colors. Like, they've got so many different colors, and obviously I had to go with orange because let's get serious, right? And it's been working great. It's got the rubberized latches you can close. Like I said, I'm not doing an official review, so I'm not going to do like close-ups and show you guys. But there's 3 sizes. This is the small one. There's, I don't know, it's 33, but it's like 30, 50, and I think 75 or something like that. And yeah, it's been working great. I've got no complaints. It's easy to drain when the plug's not frozen. It's a nice, huge gasket. I don't have a lot of experience with coolers. It is small, and it's kind of been nice because I've had to adapt my life coming from a huge refrigerator where I would just put a whole bunch of food that inevitably would just go bad, and I'd have to do that like semi-annual clear out of all the sauces in the door. Oh my God, my eyes are on fire. Oh, my clothes are gonna smell great. All part of the great outdoors. White rabbit, yikes. Anybody else do that when they're sitting around the campfire? Never works. Unfortunately, and this is to no fault of the cooler, that ice block is still there, and now it's covered in coffee creamer. The reason I say as far as I know they're local is because their website says Canada, and they're, like I said, their headquarters or whatever, as far as I know, are in St. Albert. But you got to really read the fine print, and I don't know what this means, and I haven't talked to anybody at White Rock, but it says designed in Canada. Now that to me kind of sounds like fast talk for like, yeah, the person who drew up the schematic for the cooler lives in St. Albert. But then they're all made who knows where, China? Like, I don't know, and I haven't been able to find anywhere. I hope at the very least, no, not at the very least, I hope that they are designed and manufactured in Canada, but I don't know. But yeah, if you're Canadian and you're looking to get into overlanding or van life or part-time van life, or you just need a new cooler for your camping season, I think these are great. I just can't 100% say with certainty that they are absolutely 100% local, but that was important to me. Ever since the pandemic started, sort of local stuff became more important to me than the big box stores. Now, of course, I still go and patron the big box stores. That'll make a good thumbnail. Because, sometimes you just don't have a choice. And living in a city, the Whole Food stores, I would love to go and just shop there exclusively. They just want a little bit more of my money. But you get what you pay for, I think, in that sense. And the top works really well for a table, a cooktop. It's got that ruler for, I guess, fish. Mine will never be used to measure a fish. If a fish goes on top of this, we're throwing it out and buying a green one. Fire is dying. Anyway, it's been working really great for me. I'm super happy with my purchase. I love the color. I love how long it holds ice. I was keeping track of it in my notes in my phone to see how many days I had to like continually add ice. But again, it's not really a controlled experiment because as my days were going on, the days were getting colder. So it'll be interesting to see how it performs in the summer once I get out there camping again with my cousin. But as for now, yeah, I really recommend this brand. So we'll have to slap. It comes with stickers, which seems like that's just the thing for any sort of high-end stuff these days. So we'll be slapping the White Rock sticker inside Lucky because I wholeheartedly approve this cooler. I do not wholeheartedly approve the coffee creamer inside. It's a really beautiful morning out here. Well, it's probably at this point, it's probably almost afternoon. Don't let that get away on us. Put this in with the garbage of the Jiffy Pop wires and tins and stuff. Oh, this is so nice though. I mean, this is, it's still winter, so it's winter camping, but I mean, usually you see those really catchy thumbnails on YouTube where it's the van in a blizzard and they're out there camping. But to me, that'd just be us stuck away in the van again. I do that enough. We can use the nice break in the weather. Like I said, it's gonna plummet again. I think I said actually it's gonna skyrocket down. No, it's gonna plummet down in temperature again pretty soon, if not just tomorrow alone. This is just so, like, how can you not like being out here, like in this sort of weather with this lighting and the trees and the wind blowing, and it's just so quiet. This is where I recharge, for sure. Don't mind me just airing out my cooler, all my crap on the table. It's kind of funny. At what point does camping just become my van life? You know what I mean? I guess if you're at a campground, it'll always be camping, right? I'm okay with that. That wind comes through the trees. Pretty epic, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Hi, Penny. Yeah, well, we got to get you a better harness, girlfriend. We go run into the woods. Some bear eat you or something. Oh, bears are sleeping right now.